today we're going to be looking at the entirety, we're giving a holistic view of the social welfare department. And I have three very special guests who, of course, I believe are... I would say they're in the best of positions, to give a very good presentation as regards this. We'll go for just a quick breather, and when I come back, I will be introducing them. Stay close.
Health, education, employment, and quality of life are some important indicators that directly influence social development, and this is often used by government in policy formulation for their citizens' welfare. Citizens' participation and accountability are both essential for social development of any society, and this is why the Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, is investing in the development of its people through various intervention and empowerment programs in line with the Themes Plus agenda. For insights on the activities of government, policy formulation, and social inclusion, tune in to MYSD Spectrum, Ministry of Youth and Social Development Spectrum, a 45-minute program designed to showcase activities of the ministry in line with the Themes Plus developmental agenda. Join us every Wednesdays at 4:15 to 5 p.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. MYSD Spectrum is powered by the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development.
Welcome back. It's so good to have you there listening to us. And of course, it's MYSD Spectrum. And we have our guests from the Social Welfare Department of the Ministry of Youth and Social Development. And yes, so we have with us a very special lady, surrounded by two very amazing men. Yes, so I will be introducing her first of all, Mrs. Jayeola Oluwatoyin. She is Director Social Welfare. You're very welcome. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So great to have you here. And sitting right by her, we have Mr. Jibril Yakubu. He is Director Human Integration right there in the Department of Social Welfare. It's great to have you here with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right. And to the other side of Mrs. Jayeola Oluwatoyin, we have Mr. Alufa Wellington O. He is a Chief Social Welfare Officer right there in the Department of Social Welfare. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, so straight away we'll be, having an overview. So I'll be throwing this question to you straight away, Mrs. Jayeola Oluwatoyin. Can we do an overview of the Social Welfare Department? A few units have come to, talk to us about what they do. But, I believe you guys are... sorry about using that term, guys, but I believe you will be in the best position to give us an overview. Let's talk about that. So what do you do in your department?
Okay. Good afternoon. So excited to be here. So the Lagos State, as you see, is a welfareism state.
Indeed.
And taking care of a lot of people. And that's why we have quite a lot of influx of people every day. And we have quite a lot of social problems. So we give qualitative and quantitative social welfare services to the people of Lagos State. We enhance the well-being of the vulnerable ones. We have from birth till death. We have the abandoned children. We have children that have special needs.
We
have delinquent children. We have the elderly.
Okay.
So we care for the vulnerable ones. And we are so happy with Mr. Governor's second term Team Plus agenda.
Yes.
The social inclusion. So we focus mostly on the vulnerable ones in our society. And we give them the best to be able to survive and live well within the society.
Okay, so how do you classify someone as being vulnerable? That's the question that people bandy. I can come out and say I'm vulnerable.
Vulnerable people, they cannot take care of themselves.
Okay.
They are the mercy of people to take care of them.
Okay.
But the government has taken it upon themselves to care and protect them.
Okay.
And give them their needs.
Right.
Housing, food and shelter are being given to this category of people, and they give them quality education. So that is the ministry is scheduled to ensure that this category of people are well taken care of. So, and Lagos State have been doing that, and under the social welfare department, we have like 8 units.
8 units. Okay.
Yes. So we have the family social services.
Okay.
We have adoption services, adoption and fostering services. We have research and development. We have school social services. We have human integration. We have medical social services.
Okay.
We have diversion under the family social services. We have correctional and elderly care services.
Okay. Wow. Amazing. You people do a whole lot.
And we also have creches and orphanages.
Creches and orphanages. Yes. Okay. Still so under this department.
To ensure that a lot of people are well taken care of in Lagos State. Social inclusion.
All right.
They're socially included.
Okay, so on an earlier episode of this show, we had the people from the Family Social Service Unit. We've also had guests from the School Social Services Unit. But there was something that came up, when we were talking about this. I discovered for every... The child is at the center of this. Yes, so I would like us to place our focus on the child protection law that we were talking about earlier back. But yes,
you mean the child rights law?
Yeah, child rights law.
So
yes.
The child rights law of Lagos State is just like our own Bible.
Okay.
That is what we used in the best interest of children in Lagos State. We ensure it was enacted in response to Child Rights Act 2003.
Right.
And the Lagos State Child Rights Law was fully enforced in 2015.
Okay.
So it is enforced to ensure that the rights of the children are well protected. And it is enforced to advance the rights and the rights and welfare of children, and to also consolidate all legislation relating to the protection and welfare of children in Lagos State. So, and who do we call a child? A child children under 18.
Under 18. So I don't qualify.
Yeah, we are not. And we as social workers, we are is an helping profession.
Yes.
That help people, that we help the needy.
Yes.
You could call them the vulnerable, so that they'll be able to enjoy what others are enjoying, other benefits that others are enjoying. And because a part of their rights, the right to go to school, rights to have a name, rights, all this child labor, zero tolerance about child labor, child marriage, and child trafficking, and several other rights of a child. So we act as voices for children.
So this is all enshrined in that law.
In that law. Great. So, and the law even kick against zero tolerance to child abuse, because a lot of adults take advantage of children. So as social worker, we act as voices for them. We ensure that they are well protected, because a lot of people that these children are entrusted, they're supposed to take care of these children, do abuse them. So we have physical abuse, as you know, we have sexual abuse, we have emotional abuse, we have sexual abuse, to the extent that we have fathers supposed to take abuse in cases of incest everywhere in schools, and the carers, and guardians abusing these innocent ones. Then we have neglect. A lot of parents are not alive to their responsibilities. They just have the children. Some even expect the government to take care of their children to that extent. And another thing is that, and the family social services, we ensure that we make, and the law, we make the parents to be alive to their responsibilities. And we make, family is so important.
Yes.
Because a lot of problem emanates from families that are not, from bad parenting. So if you can make the families to be responsible, and we do things right from the family, we have a lot of families that are not, they're not even doing what they're supposed to. The parents are not there. They've gone to work till late. They don't take care of their children, and a lot of children that they don't do what is right. So the values and the norms of the society Some even they take drugs and they do so many other things. So these children, if the family are knitted together and the parents are alive to their responsibilities and take care of these children, we see that we have less problem in the society. And that's why we have taken it upon ourselves and the ministry to ensure that the family is knitted together and we counsel them on the best way to do it. Counseling, we use psychosocial approach.
Okay, tell us a bit about that.
Psychosocial is that you counsel them.
Okay.
Most of them don't know the right thing to do.
Yes.
So we have the support from the government through counseling. And counseling involves, you tell them, some people don't even know what right things to do, so we tell them the right things to do. Then we do cognitive behavioral therapy, where we tell them that the right way, we try and tune into their brain to tell them that this is the right thing to do. They're not well focused.
Okay.
So the mind is not doing it right. So we have to tell them that this is the right way to do it. This is the right way to behave. This is the right thing that will give you the right results. So we have a lot of deformed families that are not doing what is right. So we ensure that the ones that are not doing what is right, we counsel them, and at times
father and mother.
We refer them, yes, father and mother. So we refer them to family courts. We have family courts that help us they help us to ensure that they talk to them and they can even prosecute them.
Family courts, how many do we have in Lagos? Are they enough for the population of Lagos?
26
26
family courts in Lagos, and they do prosecute this the parents if they are not doing what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
I think we have like 15 magisterial level and 11 at the high court level.
Okay.
And we have some social workers that work as assessors in this family court as well.
Okay.
And these family courts are established, in order to accelerate the cases of children, because we don't need to delay cases of children in the courts.
Yes.
So Lagos State government made it possible to have the family courts to give attention to cases of children in the state, accelerated cases,
hearing, so to say.
and at the proper education of cases in all the family courts in Lagos State.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Jayola Oluwatoyin. I'll be shifting my attention. We'll talk a bit about the Human Integration Unit. So, Mr. Jubril Yakubu, this is your forte, this is your purview. Tell us a bit about what you do in that unit.
Thank you very much. Human Integration is a department is a unit under the Department of Social Welfare, Lagos State Government. Started with the responsibility of providing aftercare services.
Aftercare, okay.
Yes, that is basically what we do.
Okay.
Aftercare services in relation to all the services that we render as a ministry. It has to do with rehabilitation. It has to do with correctional. And it has to do with post-adoption.
Okay, so you do both those that maybe after they have been adopted, you do the follow-up and all that?
Yes, after adoption, you come up with legalization. That is having a court order that says, yes, we are authenticating the right of you as a parent of this child. But in Lagos State, it doesn't end as that. So there is monitoring. We do that locally and internationally, even to children that are taken abroad.
All right, a quick pause. Let's see. We seem to have a call. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, yeah, we lost that. Please go on, sir.
Yeah, we do that for children that are adopted locally here.
Yes.
We do that for children that are taken abroad through international adoption.
How those abroad, how would you...
Yeah, what we do basically is to know the current situation of the children that they're having and to establish the fact that the children with them are being used for the purpose they are being adopted for. All right, that they are not into child labor, they are not into prostitution, they are not being abused. And we do that by getting in touch with the parents, the adoptive parents. We often visit too once in a year. We call it reunion to see the situation of the children and what they are doing with them, the progress they have made. We get the current academic result of the children. We get the current pictures of the children. And in most cases, we do physical interview with the children and the parents to know how they are faring. So, as I said earlier, human integration, like the name implies, it has to do with aftercare service. With to start with, We have sub-unit rehabilitation.
Okay.
We have children, young persons that have passed through our rehabilitation center, restoration of their mental, physical, educational capability,
yes,
so that they can meet up with the society. But often they will be released from this home. So we follow up on them. Some are on medication, some are to go back to their parents. We ensure that they are being accepted by the society.
Okay.
We make phone call to see that the situation does not relapse and they are not going
back to their old
situation
ways
that brought them. Then we have aftercare correctional.
Okay.
That is very, very important. We have children that are beyond parental control in our correctional homes. We have children that are in contact with the law.
Okay.
We have children that are in conflict with the law.
Okay.
We have children that are in need of care and protection. We have children that are in need of shelter, the lost but found children. All these are the categories of children that we have in our correctional home through care order of the family court. Care order is an instrument of the law that empower us to hold those children, to have placement of those children in our correctional homes. At the end of that, these children will be released, all right, back to the society. So we follow up on the children to ensure that the behavioral modification they have gone through, the treatment plan, the education, and make provision and ensure that at least they are back to the society and they are doing what is expected of them. Then the post-abduction that I've spoken on earlier on. That is basically what we do in human integration.
Wow, that seems to be like a lot. Okay, we have a message that just came in. This is from. Okay, let's quickly take this. Good evening, Mr. Akan and the officers from Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development. Kudos to them for the attention and the role they give in respect of child adoption. This is from Dr. Akinloye Busari, and thank you so much for that. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the orphanages, creches and orphanages. So I'll be shifting my attention to Mr. Wellington. That is your forte. Let's talk a bit about that. What do you exactly do in that unit?
Thank you. The truth is that the government cannot do it alone.
Yes, indeed.
And we do encourage other players,
yes,
non-governmental organizations, to also partake and collaborate with the government,
okay,
to provide assistance for the vulnerable in the society. So basically, the unit under the Social Welfare Department,
yes,
involved in registration of orphanages, creches, street children, and what have you. And not only that, we also ensure that because during the registration, there are rules and regulations that we expect every player to abide with.
Okay.
So we monitor these orphanages, these foundations, these old people's home, either including the private orphanage, old people's home, to ensure that they also operate in compliance with the rules and regulations of the state. Because basically we are looking at the well-being of children, the elderly, and we need to monitor those players to make sure that they toe the right line and do it right for the benefit of those, the vulnerable group in the state.
Mr. Jayola Oluwatoyin, I remember we were talking about the old people's home, the elderly people's home, and you were saying something about changing the psyche and the mindset of Lagosians, even Nigerians, about the fact that old people's home is something to actually consider in instances where you cannot have care for an elderly person. Let's talk a bit about that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Akan. You see, right now we have a lot of people that have migrated out. Children have gone out now. They've gone abroad,
yes,
and their parents are just left here. So we have old people's home,
which is still under your purview.
Yes, we have. That is correctional and elderly care services
unit. Okay.
Yes, so they take care of. We have old people's home that take care of this category of elders, elderly citizens. We take care of them, and we ensure that they feed them well.
Okay.
They give them good medical services. We have carers as well that take care of them. They do have a time for everything.
Someone is asking who foots the bill.
It's the government. It's the State government. Lagos State government. We have one home in Lagos State. That is old people's home.
Yes.
And we have 18 registered old people's home, private ones.
Private home. Okay.
Yes, we have 18.
Wow.
And that is the work they do. They ensure that do you know that elders are abused as well. So they ensure that they are well protected. Yes, they protect them and they treat them well. And like about 2 weeks ago, the director in charge of old people's home showed me a video concerning a woman. The woman is a widow, and she lost her husband years back.
Okay.
She has 2 children. She lost one of them, and the second one has gone abroad. So now she's just alone, all alone. She showed me the video of the pictures of all her cars, that have they're not being used again. She couldn't even go out again. So people now help her to go and be buying food. So in such situation, we had to call. The next of kin called us. So nobody to take care of her. So in such situation, instead of allowing the poor woman to just waste away like that, so the government intervened with the help of one of our next of kin. So I think because of this, a lot of people migrating, a lot of our children migrating, we need to change our mindset concerning placement of old people in the homes, in the facility.
Yes.
Because they need to live longer. We need to take care of them, because a lot of them, they have dementia because of so many problems. They have mental
Alzheimer's
health challenges,
that,
a lot of things. So we need to take care of them very well. So Lagos State have been helpful in that area, taking care of our elderly ones. And the people, some of them, they are like destitute. They don't have families to take care. And while some of them have their family members that pay a stipend to take care of them. They have time for everything, time for sports, time for playing, time to listen to music. They have doctors that attend to them as well.
Just to keep them active and
alive. Yes.
Okay. Going through the Family Social Services Unit, I see there is a program called the Diversion Community Rehabilitation Program.
Yes.
Can we talk a bit about that? I know before you have reintegration, you actually have to have the rehabilitation. So can we talk a bit about that?
Yes, Diversion Community Rehabilitation Program, is a non-residential program.
Okay.
For ages 10 to 17.
10 to 17, okay.
Yes. And it's a very good program in that it helps in rehabilitating our children that commit minor offenses.
When you say minor offenses, what?
Fleeing,
okay.
Not staying at home.
Okay.
Beyond parental truancy. Beyond parental control. So this type of children, they are being referred through the court. Most of them go to special correctional center for boys or for girls.
Okay.
But we have quite a lot of children there.
Yes.
Then instead of everybody going that way, we now ensure that this is an alternative method of disposal of children cases from the court. So, and Lagos State has helped quite a lot of children, and we work in collaboration with their parents. A lot of them still go back to school. They'll have wasted some years, so they learn a trade, a vocation, and after working with their parents, they go back to school, while some continue with their vocation. Then after graduation, Lagos State government provide a startup capital or two for them to be able to, I think they said that idle brain is devil's workshop.
Indeed.
Then a lot of them are from poor family background. And that is why, they cannot even provide 3 square meal for them. The children are not eating, so they play truancy, they go and they do all sorts. They're on the street. So a lot of these children are being helped.
Yes.
Yes, and that is why we pray that this diversion community rehab program will be in all local government.
All local governments.
Yes. We want all the local government to key into it. Right now we have it only in Mushin local government.
Only in Mushin.
Because it will be very, very beneficial for the state, because if they can key into it, it will be very, very beneficial. For those children, you have to be able to nip it at the bud. So these social vices, before it now turn into something else. So that our prayer now, apart from Mushin local government that has keyed into it, our prayer is for all the local government to be able to key into this program.
Yes. And I take it that the Human Integration Unit is also a part of this, following up on this.
Yes, very well. In child rights law,
yes,
institutionalization of a child
is
on its own an abuse. So it is all often considered to be an option of last resort. So
when there is no other,
when there is no other alternative, that is when you now place them. So with diversion, children can go from home to receive treatment and still go back to their home, because at the end of the day they will still be released back to the same society. Community, so they can take the treatment while living within the community and go back to the community. So it's part of what we do.
You want to add something?
Integration.
Yes, like about 56 children who have benefited since we started in year 2020, and UNICEF collaborated with us as well.
Wow, interesting.
And Lagos State is a role model state.
Yes.
The Kaduna State government, they came and they took one of our staff to go and teach them how we do it.
So they're modeling your model.
Good thing starts from Lagos State.
Indeed. Just like as it is with some other ministries, departments, and agencies of government. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, that's a success story. So I would want to say, because not everything is perfect, what are the challenges this department faces?
Is funding.
Funding?
Yes. Funding. We still need, because having it in all the local government is key.
That's major.
To help the young ones, to be busy and not to go wayward.
Yes.
Before we draw them back. Yes. Because I realize that most children that are being wayward and are beyond parental control, and most of them, the fault is from the family.
Which is the basic, at the root of it all.
Yes, the bedrock of the society, the family. And broken homes, they have broken homes, a lot. So, and they went to elephant fight.
The grass suffers.
So unfortunately, those children are just at risk.
So is there anything your department is doing to make sure, since this is the basic unit, to help, maybe the family unit?
Yes, we do a lot of counseling, but we still want a lot of, we're still going out to ensure that a lot of the development partners and they key into this program. We have some that promise us that they will surely assist us in ensuring that we'll be able to do it in all our local government. So we need to create more awareness and sensitization for people to know the importance of this community diversion rehabilitation program and the need for the local government and LCDs to key into it.
All right, so we could go on and on and on.
And as you said that time, that the government cannot do it alone.
True.
So we still need to get to co-opt and implore other development partners, NGOs, CBOs to be able to help us so that we're able to have it all over Lagos State.
And so for people who want more information as regards how they can, be a part of this great work you're doing, how do we connect with you?
Yes, we have our phone numbers.
Phone numbers, okay?
Yes.
Well, let's just have them on air quickly.
Yes, we can get in touch with us on Ministry of Youth and Social.
Okay, Ministry of Youth and Social Development. Okay.
Social Welfare Department.
Okay.
That's Block 18.
Okay.
Secretariat Alausa Ikeja.
Yes.
Or telephone number 080 231 823 78 080 231 823 78. I told you we do a lot of counseling as well. So if there's any, and being a helping profession, if there's any way we could help the members of the society, we are ready to do that. Thank you.
All right, we have run out of time. Yes. That's the sad part of, coming and talking about something so interesting. That's all we have time for today's edition of MYSD Spectrum. Mrs. Jayola Oluwatunwe, Director, Social Welfare, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Mr. Jubri Yakubu, Director of Human Integration. It's been an amazing pleasure having you with us on the show. Mr. Alufa Wellington O, Chief Social Welfare Officer. Thank you so much. I had a great time on the show with you three, and I'm looking forward to having you on another edition of the show. We'll talk more because we have not exhausted.
We have not.
Yes, we have not. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So looking forward to having
in summary,
you three.
In summary, we work in the best interest of children.
In the best interest of children at the heart of it all.
In Lagos State.
Indeed. A big thank you to every one of you, for giving us your ears, and I'm sure you learned so much. A big thank you to Adeola Olabisi, Director of Public Affairs, MYSD. That's the